here on New Year's Day 2019 for a live reading, energy reading, and card reading, as well as a guided meditation by me, Rissa Vibes, aka Readings by Rissa, on this beautiful day, welcoming in the new year and preparing for all of the energy it has in store for us. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Pavel. Nice to see you. Namaste. Bliss, United Souls, Infinite Love, Bliss. Melissa Costello, Happy New Year. Hi. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. I'm so excited to get into this with you. I've got a lot of information to go over with you, and I really want to keep it relatively simple. I made some important notes that I want to make sure that we address, but I also really want to flow with how all of you are feeling and what's going on in your world, and also just kind of let the cards speak for themselves for the upcoming months. A big part of this reading I want to focus on is to let you know that the cards I'll be pulling for every month of the year is not particularly to say that these specific cards mean that something is going to happen in that month that is going to dictate that, but it's really to allow us to see what our focus needs to be on for that month. So it's not so much fortune telling or anything like that, because we do have a lot of timelines available. And the idea of fortune telling in reality is not completely true anymore. It's just, there's just too many timelines. It's just too much of a multi-dimensional world right now. And so what we do when we are intuitive, and people like me who are able to tap into different timelines and different energies and different dimensions and spirit world, are able to see what timelines are available in your life, what timelines are available in the mass consciousness based on where we're at the present moment. And then from those timelines, we usually see which ones are most probable. But it's not to say that they're absolutely going to fall that way. So the cards that I'll be pulling today are really to allow us to stay focused on within and not so much focus on external experience or what will be happening or what we'll be facing. Because realistically, our timelines are changing in every moment, and we're making choices to continually evolve. So we don't want to get too caught up in trying to predict what's going to happen throughout the entire year, because we might be evolving way faster than that timeline that we could predict right now. And if we set ourselves on that timeline, then we won't be open to new ones. So we're just going to be focusing on what we need to focus on within for the next several months, so that we can make sure that we're keeping our focus and our path strong, and not so much being reactive to external experience. Remember, we're all about maintaining inner peace despite external chaos, despite external experience, and so we want to always focus within. And because we're in a new year, it's really important that we hold ourselves responsible for that and start following our intuitive guidance and our own particular timelines that we want to create. So I want you during this reading to focus on the intentions that you've set for this year, the things that you want to bring forth. And if you haven't set any intentions yet, allow this moment and this reading to be a nice inspiration for you on some intentions that you would like to set for the new year. And you can take notes along the way with me as we talk and discuss the new year energy, so that you can really develop those intentions fully. And with this reading, then we'll allow those intentions to be part of the focus that we see from the cards each month. All right, I'm so excited to get into it. Let me go ahead and start with a couple of tips for the new year that I like to hold myself to every new year. The first one is I like to light a candle. This is a white candle. It's significant because it represents purity, it represents a cleansing, it represents a new beginning. And so lighting a white candle during any new moon or any new year is going to be really an amazing part of your ceremony and your ritual if you decide to do one. And we're kind of doing one right now with this reading, so you're able to be a part of one anyway. And when we do that, we're also lighting that fire element. So we're allowing our passion to be ignited, our inspiration, the spark within our spirit to be lighted for the new year, for new intention and for new beginnings, really setting the stage and sparking the fire for all of the new things that you want to create. We also have sage here. This is a nice earth element. I saged before we began. So sage also purifies and cleanses. It sets intentions for what you want to bring forth as well with clarity, so that you can see clearly what you want to bring in and also how to get there, and that you're able to clear yourself of anything from the past that no longer serves you. Any of the 2018 energy or before can now be cleansed with this sage and that intention, okay? Speaking of intention, intention is incredibly important for this reading and for any new moon or new year ceremony. I say new moon because I like to give you a couple of different ways in which this ceremony can work. And new moon is coming up in Capricorn on Saturday, so it's a good idea to practice this now and do it again maybe for the new moon as well. And so for the sage, it's the earth element with the intention now, adding those two together. Now we have an intention within our spirit. We're activating the spirit element of ourselves, the inspiration we have to intend for new beginnings and intend for what we desire. We're activating the master creator spirit within us. The master creator also comes back with that 12 number. We're part of a master number with the 12 number for 2019. 2019 equals 12. And so we're allowing ourselves to activate that master creator within and tap into the master numbers with this new year. So enjoy making your intentions, writing them down, journaling about them, meditating on those intentions, and really feeling into the energy that comes with you imagining when you will actually achieve those intentions and actually have them in the physical. When you can imagine that sensation of having them already, then you're really on that track of alignment, because it's true. You already do have those things. The fact that you intended for them means that they're already there. But with your ability to simply believe in it and feel it fully without needing it to be there physically will only bring it there closer. And you're just pulling it in from the spirit world. So keep doing that with meditation, journaling, and focus on your intentions for the new year, okay? A couple of crystals I like to gather around for any new moon reading or new year reading and kind of ritual is this beautiful Dalmatian jasper. I'll hold it up closer. It is really beautiful. It's spotted and it's kind of like an off-white, like eggshell color with black spots. Sometimes you can find them really white. And it's Dalmatian jasper, and it's really great for new beginnings, new business ventures. Some of you are starting new businesses or really getting things ignited, the fire lit for those new businesses. So allowing yourself to hold this in your pocket, especially when you're having those big meetings, investing meetings, anything like that. Oh, cool, you just got some of that, I see it. And so any of those kind of things where you're starting new projects, Dalmatian jasper is great for. You can rub it in your palms as well, right before your meeting, right before you're about to have a conversation with a potential investor, or right before you're about to sit down to your computer and start planning for your new business or your new project or your new beginning. And you can feel the energy of it and kind of breathe deeply with it for a little bit and feel into that new beginning coming to fruition. And hold it in your pocket for a little bit so you can really get the charge from it. So Dalmatian jasper, okay? Another really good one is citrine. This citrine is really, really golden in color. Look at the beautiful shine from that fire too. And citrine is yellowish gold color, and it is great for abundance. This has some clear quartz on the back. And it's really great for abundance, and it's also good for solar plexus charge. A lot of us are moving quickly into a new year, and we're moving quickly into a new energy with that. So we're feeling a lot of pull to do things that we've always wanted to do, and a lot of urge for the abundance that we desire for what we've been trying to do. So feel into the citrine energy with that and allow yourself to charge your solar plexus to help you push forward with your drive and determination to really lay the groundwork for your new beginnings this year. I will say that the energy this year is a little bit lagging. It's almost like some of 2018 is going to linger for a little bit, maybe a week or two or longer, just kind of holding on to a little bit of a it's just like a little bit of a stagnant energy, just a little bit of a slow start. But our head is there, our mind and our heart is there. We're ready for it. We know what we want and we know what we want to accomplish, and we are so eager to obtain it. So keeping yourself focused on what you require to do in the meantime while you wait for all the pieces to fall in alignment. Some of those pieces are just not moving as quickly as you all want, and that is totally normal for the mass consciousness of the energy right now. So know that if you're not feeling those new beginnings start this first week or next week, that it will get a good momentum. Just give it a little bit of time and use the citrine, use the Dalmatian jasper, do a lot of visualizations as well, because visualizations will help move the energy forward. That's really the only thing that you can do to help start things moving when they're feeling a little stagnant, is visualization, because we can't really alter the free will of others that might be causing things to move slowly. We can't really alter the mass consciousness energy. We have to flow with it. So do your best to just flow with it and visualize it really clearly, so that when it does come, you know exactly what it looks like, you know exactly what to do, and it feels completely at home, okay? Another one, okay, I mentioned this in the weekly reading as well, and some of this information will be repeated from the weekly reading, but I will try to go into a little bit more detail than that for this one. Okay, this is all about our throat chakra. It's all about communication, expression of truth, and expression. Really beautiful like necklace, and I like to use it while I'm meditating, and I'll kind of feel it through my fingers or while I'm walking, or if I have it on my wrist, and it reminds me to really meditate on each of the little stones here, kind of like a mala if you're familiar with that, or a rosary if you're familiar with that. And you can say a little mantra for the throat, or you can just kind of say a little prayer. I speak my truth. I am my truest expression. I embody my truest voice. My voice is important. Those mantras are so, so great for activating the throat and allowing yourself to communicate what is true to you. This year specifically, now we talked about the 12, the 2019 equal 12, but we also, if we break that 12 down, 1 plus 2 equals 3. So this is also a 3 year. That means that the throat chakra, which is an important chakra for the number 3, is about truth, okay? So we're feeling that truth, we're feeling into the embodiment of our truest selves and speaking it clearly and fearlessly. Now we're also feeling into a lot of that solar plexus, like we said, because that's the other that's coming up from 1, 2, 3 chakra, okay? So we're feeling a lot of solar plexus energy and throat. These are kind of the polarities here, both sides. So your passion, your drive, your strength, your confidence is being expressed through the throat this year, and it's going to be tested. So anytime you feel the need to stick up for yourself, stick up for what you believe in, speak out on something that you feel inspired to that's important, make sure you allow yourself to do that and feel free in that voice, because your voice is important. And we are all wanting more perspectives to understand what is going on in this world right now. A lot of the veil and the deception is falling away from the systems that run this world, and we're seeing through that. We're seeing more transparency than we've ever seen before, and now we need to speak out about it. We need to honor our truth, and we need to allow ourselves to be our truest self. The more that we can do that as a collective, the more that those kind of powers that be will dismantle and fall away, because of the deceit that will be no longer able to be stabilized. It will just all crumble. So we really want to let our voice be heard in everything: relationships, our viewpoints, ourself, trusting our truth in ourself as well, okay? Let's see. Another little tip is journaling about your journey. If you haven't started a journal, now is the perfect time, the start of a new year. That is such a great time to start a journal. I have a video on here on this channel. If you scroll down quite a few videos, I think it's one of my first videos I posted, probably within the first 10 videos I ever posted, and it's about journaling. It's called The Power of Journaling. And so definitely check out that video, because it is a great way to start your journaling process so that you don't overthink it. It's a great guide on how to start your journal and what will be important for you to put in your journal, and some good journaling tips. And that way you can really reflect on your entire year's journey at the end of this year. So you can see how far you've come, see what you've learned, see how you've grown, and really appreciate that fully at the end of the year. Also, taking notes, like I said, during this reading, so that you can have more information for the next months coming up as we pull cards, so that you can kind of feel into what we need to focus on. And then lists of what to release, what you've released from 2018. If you haven't made that list yet, it's good to jot it down so that you can at least hold yourself accountable. If you start to feel yourself entering that old energy again, you can kind of go back down that list and say, am I doing these things again? Am I falling back into old behaviors? Oh crap, I need to release those. Let's not fall back into old things. And then you want to make a list of what to bring in, what you really want to feel this year, what you want to intend for, what you want to achieve, what you're excited to grow in for this year, and allow yourself to meditate on that. I also like doing lists on passions, what your passion is, all of the things that you're passionate about versus the things that kind of block you from that. I call them the poisons. Me and my boyfriend talked about this weekend, about really identifying what you're truly passionate about. And your passion is really defined by, are you willing to do that thing all of the time for free, without any recognition, just doing it because you love it. You will wake up and do it no matter what, because it's a part of you. It's passion. You don't want to ever stop doing it. Nothing could ever make you stop doing it. And you don't do it for any personal gain or anything like that. It just naturally comes to you. That means you're passionate about it. For me, I'm passionate about readings. I don't do this for anything other than to share this gift with you, and to share this light, and to inspire you all to also ignite that light within you, and to tell you all that you are also intuitive, and that you can reach such a high level of intuition when you focus and meditate and create that for yourself. So that's how you identify your passion. Anything that's limiting that passion, or keeping you from doing that, or making you feel like you can't do that passion, that is a poison to you. That is something that is threatening your well-being, and it is not something that you want to continue in your life. So make sure you see which ones are which, and identify those for the new year, so that you can keep your mind straight on that and feel into more of your passions than poisons, okay? All right, a few aspects of the new year to talk about real quick, and then we'll go into a meditation to start off our card reading. All right, so the mind, body, and soul is for the number 3. We talked about the 3 and we talked about the 12, but I want to go a little bit deeper into the 3, because we've talked a lot about the 12 in December. All of the December readings, we have a lot of that. So if you want more about the 12, check those readings out. But the mind, body, and soul, the life, death, rebirth, the man, woman, and child, the earth, sun, moon. What do these all have in common? They have in common the 3, the Trinity, the trifecta of energy. This is a holy number, and this has been seen in so many different civilizations, religions, belief systems over eons of time, okay? And this is a strong energy that we're entering in with this new year, feeling into the mind, the body, and the soul, a harmony between all of them, paying attention to what you're eating. Are you eating clean? Are you eating for your goals? If your goal is to become more fit by the new year, or to achieve some level of adventure or some level of accomplishment, maybe it's to hike the Grand Canyon, then you're going to want to make sure that you do what you need to do to get your body in that harmony and that shape, and really follow that guidance and that determination to get to that point. Your mind also needs to be prepared endurance-wise, right? For anything like that, something that you're really putting a lot of mental energy towards, to be prepared for, to allow yourself to be ready for when you achieve those goals, and what you'll need to think about when you're achieving them, and what you'll need to make sure you have mentally strong for that to be fully functional for you, and for that experience to feel completely in harmony with you. And also the soul. Your soul's intention is already there, but what do you need to do spiritually to get you to the point where you feel completely in harmony on your soul for your goals, for what you're trying to achieve this year. So pay attention to the intentions you've set for this year and how your mind, body, and soul needs to be in harmony to achieve that. What do you need to do in those 3 factors to get that to feel completely perfect for you when you achieve it? Also, the life, death, rebirth, okay? The feeling of starting something new, we're completing something, and then rebirth. The 3 aspect of that, life, death, rebirth is the 3rd one. That's that 3. That's where we're at, is this rebirth. We did that completion this last year. We did a lot of completing cycles. We did a lot of healing. We did a lot of letting go. We did a lot of clearing out. Now we're in this rebirth. We're in a new energy. We're in a new motivation to create. So allow yourself to feel into what parts of you are being born again. What parts of you are feeling renewed, revived? And how do you want to keep that momentum going? And what have you noticed that needs to still fall away from that death cycle so that you can still release all of that and make sure that you're fully in alignment with this new cycle of this rebirth? Man, woman, and child, okay? The man, the masculine, divine masculine energy, the divine feminine energy. Last year was the rise of the divine feminine. And so we're now in this inner child energy. We're feeling this sense of wonder and excitement and adventure. We learned a ton of new things about our intuition last year. That's that divine feminine energy. We nurtured ourselves with self-love and patience and compassion. And we allowed ourselves to clear away anything that wasn't serving us by joining with our spirit and listening to our guides and feeling into the spirit world to let us know how to do that. And now we're excited to grow again in that inner child energy. So let your inner child flourish here. Play, do things that you love to do that are inspiring to you. Do things that you're passionate about without any need to get recognition for it or payment for it or anything else. Allow yourself to just have fun this year and follow your highest excitement. Okay, that's what it's all about. So that inner child is that 3rd aspect. And then finally, the earth, the sun, and the moon. Okay, so we're feeling into all 3 of those. This is kind of a harmony again, feeling into the earthly aspect of ourselves, understanding Gaia, Mother Earth, how the mass consciousness is as a collective, communicating and moving together, and how nature is also a big part of that, paying attention to environmental aspects of the world and seeing how they're telling us signs about the world, paying attention to the sun. The sun this year is about our action. We're being inspired to act upon our beliefs and our inspirations and our dreams, and to put forth all of the action necessary to stabilize the new ground for new beginnings. So moving that sun charge into our heart and feeling into that solidarity of love and hope and aspiration. And then the moon, our intuition, coming into more of that rebirth energy, feeling into the gifts that we've always had, or the gifts that we've had when we were very young, that we finally have reawakened or are starting to reawaken and are now no longer fearful of, that we're excited and true on. That's our truth, those gifts coming through and being ready to be expressed. That moon energy is the intuition. It's the emotional body. It's the new energy that is spawned from that. So enjoy that as well. All right, I talked about the throat chakra, speaking truth confidently, and it's also the Chinese year of the pig. The pig symbolizes generousness, cheerful energy, and honesty. There is an important thing to notice about the pig for the year, the Chinese year of the pig, is that to not overindulge. Don't get greedy, don't overspend, don't overeat this year. Make sure you're staying very focused on balance. The pig can often sway us into gluttony, so don't let that take over, because that will only limit you from your truth. You want to stay balanced. We want to stay in that 3, that mind, body, and soul, that trinity of balance, okay? All right, all, let's go ahead and do a quick meditation, and then we're going to go into a card for each month, okay? This will be a pretty quick one, maybe 3 to 5 minutes tops. So get comfortable. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and close our eyes. We're going to be setting some intentions and allowing for any of the beings of light to come through and assist us in harmonizing our energy and amplifying our energy for the new year. Let's take a nice deep inhale together. And an exhale to relax. Inhale. And exhale to relax as a collective. Next inhale, biggest one yet as a collective here in this space, opening up to all of the spirit guides' messages, all of the light beings that wish to bring us guidance for this new year, 2019. And a big exhale to relax fully as a collective. Breathing deeply at your own natural rhythm, in and out. We begin to feel the light, the golden white light of source energy moving forward to us, to surround us in its love and protective light, in its bright light of abundance and balance. Breathing deeply in as you feel that energy pouring into the body, as you breathe in that golden white light. And exhaling as you feel that beautiful bliss sweeping through your body, merging you with spirit. All of your spirit guides are here. They are here to guide you and assist you and let you know that they are supporting you in all that you plan for this year. As you breathe, you feel them flowing closer to you, bringing their love and light around you, warming you and comforting you, letting you know that there is no more time to wait, that all that you have desired and planned for is here now, and you are accomplishing them through your intention in worlds unseen. You have access to the spirit world in ways that you are not even conscious of. And as you breathe, you feel more of this connection. The spirit world is actually more you than the physical. And because of this, your intentions move matter more than any touch would, any action, or any physical representation of your desire. By meditating here, you are able to access the spirit world and to move the matter of your desire anywhere you like, bringing it closer and closer to you on the timelines that you wish to see it manifest. Call it forth and bring it closer as you breathe, visualizing with clarity all that you seek to achieve this year in 2019. Allowing this to come to you in a natural way through your breath as it manifests in thought, emotion, vision, or sensation. A perception that you understand and that only you can decipher. You have all of the answers, all of the pathways, and the GPS to guide you. The light within is your guide. Follow it without fear and without hesitation. Breathing deeply, you feel this internal pull. You know it is true and you know it is you. Embrace and trust it fully. This year is all about rebirth, renewing, reviving the parts of you that you wish to see. The parts of you that are the truest. The parts of you that are the brightest. All of it is surfacing now. And with your faith and honesty and determination to reveal more of this light within you, you will see it grow. The angels are here with you, blessing you on your journey for 2019. They are here bringing you light and love, support, compassion, bliss, abundance, and all that you desire. You no longer need to hold on to any past, for all that you are is here and now, and all that you will be is also here, waiting to be realized by your belief in it. Hold strong with your breath and your focus. Relax and ease yourself in to the newness of this energy. Be kind to yourselves and see yourself through Source's eyes. You are divine, and you are an extension of all that has created this world and all that has been created of this world. Allow yourself to merge in balance and harmony of this truth, and expand in your awareness of it. Breathing deeply, feeling the light of the archangels, of the ascended masters, of any light beings of multidimensional nature, and loved ones who have transitioned, all here guiding you and supporting you in light and love. You are ready for it all, and it is all working out for you with ease, purpose, and expression of truth. Shine and love freely. Breathing deeply, allow yourself to set some intentions for this new year, soaking in the visual that you have created for all that you wish to manifest, and receive any messages from your guides and higher self in the following moments as you breathe. And with bliss and peace within, and a clear knowing of all that you will accomplish this year, breathe deeply in and exhale to relax. Breathing deeply again in with gratitude for all of the spirit guides that have come forth in this assistance. And exhale to relax. And as a collective here, joining together during this session for the new year, breathing deeply for peace and harmony and love to sweep over the world and the collective, with a big exhale to relax and integrate fully all that is to come in 2019. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, waking yourself back up to this reality, batting your eyes open, and rejoining us here. Hello. Oh, what a good reading. I felt that meditation really strongly. I think I might have channeled during that. I don't know. I felt some archangels with me, so if I sounded different, that's probably it, because I went away for a second. Tingling everywhere. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I think I definitely brought some energy through. My throat chakra is like readjusting. Michael, yeah, I felt him. I felt Archangel Michael too. I felt all the archangels surrounding. I get pulled into channeling sometimes and don't realize that's going to happen. So yay for that. All right. So I want to pull some cards, and yeah, keep telling me your experiences. Really heavy in the hands lately. Heavy hands can be hand chakra activation. So I recommend rubbing the hands together and imagining kind of shooting energy out of the hands. Sometimes you need to cleanse the hands. Rubbing clear quartz. This is like a pile of clear quartz right here. Rubbing clear quartz and holding them between the hands can clear out any heaviness in the hands. Your hand chakras are probably wanting to activate, but you might need to be clearing some stuff to get that heaviness out. Or it might just be a accumulation of energy that wants to be released. So I would say try to learn some Reiki and practice that as well, because either way that'll cleanse the hand chakras. Beautiful light beings. Okay, yes, so let's get into cards. I'm going to pull one card for each month, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? I'm going to give a quick description. I'm not going to go crazy with this because we're going to still be doing our weekly readings and everything. So I just wanted to do something fun and to be able to look back and say, oh my gosh, that card. Okay, so they have told me to remove these two. Sorry, Voyager. Sorry, Isis. We're going to move those for now. Oh, they're not going to be... Okay, sorry, I'm getting messages from my guides right now. Okay, this is going to be the Divine Feminine. We're going to do a Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine first, is what they want. So let's do that. Okay, so all my ladies who are paying attention and watching with me, and anybody, really everybody, I shouldn't say just ladies, but they've got the extra feminine energy. But everybody put their energy in. We're going to pull a card for the Divine Feminine for the year. So this will be the Divine Feminine energy of the year, signifying we each have a Divine Feminine energy and a Divine Masculine energy within us, some more than others, which is usually how our physical form manifests, but not always. And so allowing ourselves to see what the Divine Feminine influence of the energy for 2019 is. Pulling that card real quick from our beautiful guides who have allowed us to, oh, that one just won't go away. Okay, so Divine Feminine card is there. And this is going to be Divine Masculine, okay? So sending our energy here for the Divine Masculine card of the year to surface. Oh, I think I see one peeking. Yep, there it is. Okay. So now I can put these aside. They just wanted that for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. So we have those. And I'm going to pull one card for every month, okay? Should we go through each of them as we go? I think we should. So let's start with this. Let's go with the masculine and feminine first. All right, so let's read this. Let's see what our Divine Feminine energy influence for 2019 is going to be. It says, ancient powers, I'm going to read it to you. It says, ancient power mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice. Wow. The oracle, which is like a Divine Feminine intuitive, guides you to honor the power of your voice. We were just talking about this. Your throat chakra, your truth, the power, the confidence expression. It says, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically, you have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. You are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. This is huge. So the Divine Feminine is encouraging us to speak up. Speak up from our intuitive voice, speak up from our powerful voice, recognize our healing voice, and no longer hinder that voice or quiet that voice. We have a responsibility to speak on what we recognize. Okay, that is our Divine Feminine card. Beautiful card there. And that's going to be for all of 2019. So for the Divine Masculine card, wow. We are bringing forth compassion with the Divine Masculine. This is a big deal. We are feeling a lot of Divine Masculine energies crumble right now. A lot of the overindulgent gluttonous masculine energies, the ones where they have been really imbalanced in masculine energy and way too far on that spectrum, are crumbling. We see that in our big government systems. We see that in all of the things going on in social systems and the injustice that we've been seeing from all of the things that with women and the movements that have been created. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Tons of men have been being put in place and put in their place and balanced. They've been called to balance themselves and to kind of be no longer so overly masculine. And so what we need to do is to focus on compassion here. We need to allow ourselves to feel into the reality that these men and these systems, these masculine run systems as well, are just imbalanced. And not all men are that way, and not all systems are that way, and not all masculine energy is that way. So we have to look at it with compassion and with a careful eye and a loving eye and an understanding that we are just claiming balance for the masculine energy this year. And that is where we find our compassion. We're able to give that feminine energy of compassion still and feel into a masculine version of that by giving forth an understanding of why that was imbalanced and how to get it back in balance, and allowing that balance to happen with compassion. Okay, so that's our two energies. Divine feminine is the oracle recognizing the strength of the voice, and divine masculine for 2019 is showing compassion to that energy and showing compassion with action. They're saying action is a masculine energy, so we want to act on our compassion this year. Really embody it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Okay? All right, let's pull a card for each month. January. We're here in January. Whoa! They're screaming. January. All right, there's one coming up. I see him. Where'd he go? There he is. All right. January, we get our freedom card back. Liberation. This is a beautiful card. This is the power card of this deck, and it's letting us know that our liberation is here. We are freeing ourselves from the past. We are freeing ourselves from old energy, and we are now stepping into our liberated selves, the part of ourself that is fully free, free in expression of truth, free in expression of our passion and our desires and everything that we are creating for ourselves. That's the January card, so jot that down, everyone. And it's Archangel Uriel, so make sure you write that down as well if you're taking notes, and pay attention to that, because Uriel might come up more with that energy for January for this month. So we'll pay attention to that in the weekly readings to come for this month. All right, they're having me alternate between both cards. This is really fun. Both card decks, both angel decks. So this is for February, the month of love. What are we going to be feeling from February? And what are we focusing on, really? So we want to focus on the freedom. Remember, we talked about that. So feeling into the freedom, feeling into understanding what we're feeling free on and what we want to focus our freedom on for January. And then this month, February, here it is. We're focusing on harmony in February. We're focusing on how to stay harmonious. Remember, we talked about that three, that mind, body, and soul, that trinity, the sun, moon, the earth, feeling into all aspects of ourselves. This also is the spirit body, the mental body, the emotional body. How are we staying harmonized in that? Okay? So February is harmony, focusing on harmony. All right, let's see what March is about. And feel free to comment as well as I'm pulling these cards. If you have any additional messages that come forth for you as I pull the cards, maybe you get another message on it. We can add as a collective here. There he is for March. All right, for the third month of the year of 3. Wow, we have Metatron coming forth, divine intelligence. Divine intelligence for March, the third month of the year. Divine intelligence is about really activating the internal intelligence, the spiritual intelligence, the intuitive intelligence, combined with our own mental intellect. That balance between mind and spirit, and being able to put our understanding of how the world works into a very strong context, and to be able to feel into our human aspect and our human history with divine intelligence, learning the full story, learning what we're inspired to understand about the truth of our divine intelligence and what that means for us. Metatron, I read about him a little bit when I got these cards. And how do you know the difference between having your spirit guides and your intuition? Oh, that's a great question. I'll answer that in just a second. So Metatron is one of the only archangels that ascended from being a human directly. He was actually a human, physical human, and then he ascended to an angel. He literally ascended from his physical being into an angel. He's one of the only ones that did that. So it's allowing us to also remind ourselves that we are capable of that. By accessing divine intelligence, we can move into whatever we wish to be when we are out of this physical form, and we can accelerate into an unfathomable divinity if we choose through divine intelligence. And Metatron encourages us to do that. To answer your question between spirit guides and your own intuition, it's always going to sound like your own intuition or yourself talking. When you first start meditating on your intuition and first start trying to get messages, it's always going to feel like the internal voice that you have. What starts to differentiate is when you're practicing it regularly and you start to notice that the things that internal voice is saying is completely unpredicted by you. It's completely unpremeditated by you. It's completely random and things that you never would have suspected to hear or say or feel, and things that you haven't even thought about before. That's how you know that it's your spirit guides. You start to realize, like, this isn't actually my voice. It sounds like my voice, but I never knew that question. I didn't know the answer to that question that easily 5 minutes ago before I asked. That didn't occur to me at all, that idea 5 minutes ago. None of these things are something that I would know about. That's when you start to know, oh, this is an internal voice that is connected to a spirit guide, to someone that knows more than I do and has access to more information. So I hope that answers your question. All right, so right now we've got freedom for January, harmony for February, divine intelligence for March. Many, many blessings, love and light, abundance. Hi. Oh, wow. She said it's after midnight here. Hey, Moni. I'm so glad that you're there. Okay, so we're pulling from these cards. Sorry. All right, so April. For the lovely month of April, what are we going to be feeling? What are we focusing on? All right, I think I see it coming up. And for me, just to answer that question, and the reason why I keep shuffling is because I can see there's like this, it's really hard to describe. I have clairvoyance when I'm doing my cards, so literally like one will highlight or it will pop up out of the deck. So like, see how this one's popping up? This has been highlighted for a couple of shifts, so you probably just saw that card, but it's okay. But that's how I know it's my guides and how they're doing it. I have a process. It's kind of hard to describe, but if you're really interested in knowing my process, let me know. But yeah, okay, so for April, new beginnings. Wow, okay, so this is really cool because remember we talked about how the energy is kind of feeling a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow this year, like it's lagging a little bit. And it's saying that for April, we're gonna have a lot of that new beginning energy fully manifesting, fully starting to claim itself and make matters strong and embody the changes necessary to show the new beginning. So we're feeling that energy. We're going to be focused on that new beginning. We're going to be focused on the things that we want to create in our new beginning. And we're really going to be focused on solidifying that new beginning in the ways that we want for April, okay? For the 4 month, which is where our angels are really going to be strong for us as well. Anything to do with 4, our angels are closely connected to. So call in your angels for your new beginnings in that April month as well. And that'll be a big focus for us in April, okay? So going from divine intelligence to new beginning, tapping into that internal energy and visualization still, and then promoting that new beginning and really seeing it come forth. All right, pulling over here. And for me too, I've meditated a lot. When you meditate a lot, like a ton, you get quicker in that. So as you practice the intuition versus your spirit guides, as you practice meditating and getting information from your spirit guides and trusting it, your guides will give you quicker responses intuitively, and will also really give you a lot clearer information to where you will be so quick. It's like you're hearing, like sometimes it's not like I'm hearing voices in my head, but it's like impulses to do things like, oh, pick up those cards, don't pick up those cards, pick up these cards, tell them about this, tell them about that. So yeah, that's kind of the way I can describe it. All right, so we're pulling card for May here from the Angels of Atlantis deck. There's that one, I see it. I just gotta make sure. Yep, okay, see it, there it goes. Moving that. For May, Sandolphin, intention. Our intentions start becoming reality. We wanna focus back on these intentions again in May, okay? Because they're gonna start coming into reality right around that time. And there's gonna be some energy, and really ripe energy for more intention setting from the new beginning focus that you just had in April. So we're kind of cycling quickly, and we're also feeling in a lot of that new energy of intention and really revisiting the intention, cycling back through and revisiting the intention. Are the intentions that you set for this year right in this moment the same in May? Are they the same intentions, or have they gotten more specific or clearer? Have you crossed some of those intentions off the list by May? And is it time to set new ones, set new goals, set new intentions? So revisit your intentions in May. Focus back on that, and Angel Sandolphin is here to guide you. It's also giving us that lovely solar plexus charge energy as well to keep us driven. It will also allow us to not feel that sense of complacency after we set goals for the new year. Usually it's around April, March, end of March or April, when we start to fall off from our goals. We start to get a little lazy, get a little complacent. So Sandolphin is reminding us that in May, don't get lazy. Remind yourself of your intentions and work harder. Keep pushing, keep pushing. All right, we have 5 cards on the table now. We're looking to June. This is the month of my birthday. My birthday's June 6th. I'm a Gemini. So we're feeling into the June energy here. Ooh. Gonna be, oh, I'm gonna stick those back in because they started to talk to me, but I want them to pick one. We're keeping it simple this reading. We're gonna get deeper into it on the weekly readings as well. Oh, there's one. Don't want to miss it. Here we go. All right. The month of miracles, June. The things that we thought were impossible will become more possible. Our focus should be on that fact, on really seeing miracles happen and believing in miracles, focusing on what miracles you want to see in your life and you want to see in the world, and knowing that it's possible. That's what the focus of June is all about, okay? Focusing on miracles. And look, the light just drops down into the hand when she asks. It just drops right down without question, without hesitation. You ask and you shall receive. All the miracles, okay? Beautiful card for June. All right. And June is the month for creation. The 6th is all about creation. My table's getting crowded, so I'm gonna move some stuff. So June's all about creation. So allowing yourself to create miracles and focus on creating miracles in your life as well. All right, for July. So far we have freedom for January, February, harmony, March, divine intelligence, April, new beginnings, May, intention, and June, miracles. Looking for July now from the Angels of Atlantis. Oh, I see that one coming from the bottom. Let me not lose it. go. Let me put that up there for now. I'm running out of room, guys. Here we go. Okay, July. Forgiveness. Raphael, Angel of Forgiveness. This is a really strong card. This allows us to remind ourselves of anything that we need to forgive, focusing on forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, and forgiveness of our circumstance. If we feel any need to forgive our circumstance, where we may be in that moment, it's going to be really important to allow ourselves to feel that forgiveness and focus on forgiveness in July. And we'll know it when we see it. It's a crown chakra energy above. It's kind of like a solar star activation. It's above her head. And it's really beautiful to feel that energy because it is a divine, compassionate energy returning. When we talked about that divine masculine energy for this year is about compassion. But we see a pictured here, a woman with that intuitive energy. So we focus on that with the forgiveness, compassionate energy. So maybe we'll be seeing some interesting stuff going on with politics or bigger systems that run the world. I feel like we're going to be needing to forgive that masculine energy right around that July month, okay? So just keeping that in mind. All right, back to the healing with the angels. For August, we're getting towards the end, the last half of the month. So we've entered into the other side of the month, the kind of last 6 months of the month. So let's get into August here. That number 8, which is usually about change. We usually have some change in August happening. Oh, no, that's not it. Not yet. There it is. Okay. For August, answered prayer. Focusing on our answered prayers and seeing how our prayers are answered. Our guides are going to be bringing us a lot of answered prayers here after that forgiving month. And so allowing ourselves to see and focus on where our prayers have been answered from the beginning of this year, moving all the way to August. August is about feeling grateful and feeling into those answered prayers and understanding how beautiful it is to see that progression. Really beautiful card. Oh, I see a September birthday. Oh, cool. All right. September, it's coming up. Whoever just said that, their birthday month. Okay, so feeling into the card for September, that 9 month number of completion. It's coming out of the bottom of the deck for that one. Let's see what we have for September. Hanael, hope. Hope comes from September. Focusing on hope. Hope for the future. Hope for all the things that you want to manifest and what you've been working so diligently for that year. Just feeling into the fullness of your hopes being realized in September. We came from the forgiveness energy in July, and then the answered prayer in August, and then hope in September. So holding on to hope. This is such a beautiful card. It's got that white dove for purity. It's got a root chakra stabilizing, grounding into hope, feeling that connection with Mother Earth and purifying the root chakra with hope and complete confidence in your ability to survive and to support yourself and provide for yourself independently. That's what hope is all about, okay? Beautiful card, September. All right, going into our 10-month, October. Only 3 more cards to go to get a full spectrum read of this month's, or this year's focus. Oh, that one's like super popping up. I'm not even gonna shuffle anymore with that guy. All right, so October, which is so funny that that card came up so easily because October is all about the thinning of the veil between physical and spirit. So it's always easier to access the spirit world when you're in October. All right. And speaking of activating and connecting with the spirit world in October. Meditation is the focus for October. Focus on meditation. Focus on going within and being connected to your higher self. Meditate a lot during October. Meditate on what you want to accomplish, what you want to bring in, and what you need, and connect with your inner self, your inner truth. This water is really important. Meditation is all about water. It's watering the mind. It's bringing calm, peaceful energy to the mind and stillness to the mind for the sake of observation and understanding and clarity. So meditation will be the focus for 2019 October, okay? All right, and November, 2 more months to go. Oop, that one came up quick too. And that one's all about heightened spiritual awareness, so that makes sense that that card would come up super fast too. It's like we're in the energy. Are we time traveling right now? That's what it feels like. All right, so for November, just getting these cards in line real quick. We have Raphael, Earth Force. Whoa, perfect card for that, Earth Force, allowing us to feel into the energy of the earth, our connection with Gaia. Remember, we talked about that's going to be a big influencer this year. So that's where we're going to see it, an essence of connecting with Gaia and understanding Mother Earth in ways that we never knew before, understanding our connection with Earth in ways that we never knew before. And really where that leads, it leads to multidimensionality and thoughts of other worlds and other planets when we connect to Earth in more ways than we've ever imagined. So that is going to be a big focus for us in November, is Earth Force. It's really cool because there's like a crop circle down here, or it looks like a labyrinth or a crop circle, and then the cosmic energy. So it's kind of merging the ground energy with the cosmos, creating a really strong energy for November of 2019. Earth Force, that's probably why the meditation is going to be a big focus, because when we meditate, we really activate more of our merging our earth body with our spirit body, which will help with that energy. Okay, this is going to be the last card of the 2019 year reading for focus of our energy. So for December of 2019, what are we focusing on? I think that was the card because it jumped at me. All right. The last month of 2019, the focus is power. It's power. It's power that is balanced. It's power that is no longer overly masculine, but balanced with that understanding of divine masculine and divine feminine coming together and balancing each other with compassion and with speaking truth. Finding that full power in your voice from speaking your truth all year. Finding that power within, the spiritual power, the earth force power, the connection of all of the energy that you've been feeling, the intentions you've set, the answered prayers, the hope, the divine intelligence, all of that accumulating into a powerful, powerful year and a powerful, powerful ending for December of 2019. So focus on your power, reflect on your power in December of 2019. And these cards in their entirety will guide us throughout this year to keep us a focus. So real quick to just review: freedom in January, harmony in February, divine intelligence in March, new beginnings in April, whoa. Intention in May, miracles in June, forgiveness in July, answered prayer in August, hope in September, meditation in October, earth force in November, and power in December of 2019. with our beautiful masculine card of compassion and our beautiful divine feminine card of oracle, speaking our truth and trusting in its power. Beautiful reading. This is the first time I've ever done this, a full year reading. This is my first year on YouTube. I started this channel, I think 4 months ago only, or 5 months ago now. It was like right in the middle or end of summer. So thank you all for joining me here this year, and please continue sharing my content with all of your tribe, your friends and family, your coworkers, all the people that you meet that you feel need these messages and want to connect in this way. Thank you for journaling and staying committed to your journey and continually watching my journey unfold on here as well. And thank you for being a part of it all and for being a part of this beautiful community of Web of Light that we are creating every day. I love you all so much. I'm so excited for more readings. Remember, I will be doing a live new moon reading on the 5th, which is Saturday. It's a new moon in Capricorn. I'll be doing the live reading on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram at Readings by Rissa so that you can see what time and where I'll be doing that. I'll also be posting it here on YouTube. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, tap the bell for notifications, and hit me up if you want a personal reading or energy cleansing by me. I do that all the time. I've got tons of time for that, and that's what I do. So let me know if you're ready for a reading or if you need any cleansing to help you throughout this year and this progression of the energy. I love you all so much. Let's just make sure I didn't forget anything. No, that's it. I love you all. Have a great day. Happy New Year. 2019 is going to be amazing. You guys are going to have a great, great year, and I know I will too. I can't wait to watch it all unfold with you, and I will see you next time. I'll also be doing another weekly reading next Sunday at 1:11 p.m. Central. So I'll see you there. Bye.